Alright, so we're out here again working on our bikes, and today I'm going to be installing a bib in the front of the 250FX. So, kind of a maintenance day. We got all the bikes out, and I just got this Nitro Mousse bib in, and we're going to be putting that in the front of the 250FX and see how we like it with bibs. So, I'm also going to be running a second camera for this, and if you hear me talking, I'll be talking to my camera crew, and they'll be turning on and off for Instagram. So we're gonna have an Instagram short for this, and then we'll also have the long continua video, which is this one for YouTube. So with that, we're gonna get started. So we're putting the platinum bib in, and Nitro Mousse lube. We'll put some rim stickers. We got to use some type of rim tape. We're gonna use duct tape because that's all I have with me in my trailer, and then just hand irons, and that's what we're gonna do. So start that camera. Alright, so we're making a long and short version for this video. So the Instagram version is going right now, and we have the full YouTube version, so check that out when it is uploaded. But what we're going to do, we're going to install a platinum bib, Nitro Mousse bib, in our YZ250FX. I'm going to show you guys how I do that real quick. So what I got on the table is I have Nitro Mousse lube, rim stickers, rim tape, rim lock wrench, tire irons, and a tire stand with the front tire. So we're gonna get started first by cleaning up our work area because we don't want to make a mess. All right, first we're gonna loosen our rim locks. This one only has one. We're gonna loosen our rim lock here, and then we are going to loosen off the stock tube and take that off because we're going to be pulling the stock tube out because we don't like tubes. One. We're also going to be running just one rim lock on this front tire. It's a pretty stiff bib, so we aren't going to need to run two rim locks with the front. So that is that. You can turn that one off now. Okay, you can turn that back on. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to break the bead on the tire. Make sure it is all the way off, all the way around, just like that. Both sides, just like that. And then I like to start right on the couple inches, like 4 inches from the rim lock. And we're going to make sure everything drops in tight and pull this front tire off. All right, you can stop the Instagram video. So this is just like any other tire change in the beginning. This tire's a little stiff. All right. Just want to make sure everything gets down into the center so everything goes smooth. Because we are going to be reusing this front tire, so we do not want to rip the bead all up. There we go. Just like that. There we go. So this is the stock front tire off our 250FX. It's a 17 model? 18? 17? I think it's a 17 model. So this front tire is kind of old, but I want to get some more time on it before I go to my tires I run. I'm not sure what I'm going to run on this bike, so I'm just kind of experimenting with this stock Dunlop front tire. So that's what's going on with it. All right, so we get one side off. You can pull the tube out right now if you want it, but I'm going to leave it in. I'm just going to pull it all off at the same time. And I like to go yeah, I'll go this way, show you guys this technique. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna make sure we get that valve stem out, get it underneath, and then we're gonna try to just put an iron underneath it and slowly work it off this way. There's a couple of ways to do this part. This is the more standard way to do it, so we're gonna demo that. You can sometimes just slowly press them off. Just like that. Try not to beat up the tire, as I was saying, because we're going to be reusing it. Just like that. And the longer your tires sit on here, the harder this gets, because they just get stuck. There we go. Okay, so now we have a rim off. You can start that video again. Alright, so now we have our rim off, the tire, it's all unmounted. We're going to pull the rubber spoke cover so don't puncture your rim. We're going to pull the rim lock out. We're going to reuse that rim lock though. Now we're going to pull the tube. Let's see if I can get that. We're going to pull the tube out of the tire. So here we go. It's a nice stock tube that has a hole in it somewhere. Let's look for any damage in here. No, there's some sand. You see we can knock that sand out. But wipe it out. Okay, you can turn that video off. Okay, we're going to set that tire to the side right now. And you can start it again. So next what we're going to do is we're going to clean off in here, or we're going to put our rim tape. It's relatively clean, so I'm just going to wipe any dust and sand off real quick. This rim looks brand new inside. It's pretty fancy. Okay, you can stop the Instagram video. Okay, now we're going to use our duct tape and we're going to split it like in half-ish, or it's more of a 60-40 because it's not half. So we're going to think of it like right here. If I can rip it even. Maybe. Okay, you can start your Instagram video again. So now we're going to take our rim tape. We're using duct tape right now for this one. And we're just trying to get it down into the drop center. It's not super critical with bibs, but you do want to try to keep it in that general spot. We're just trying to keep water, mud, sand, all of that out of our bib. Keep our lube in there. It'll keep everything lasting a lot longer. We're going to run it. Oh, we're unwrapping here. Going. We're going to put we'll do 3 rounds. So not a whole lot, but enough to cover sufficiently. Gorilla Tape is the best tape to have. It's a little bit thicker than duct tape. But we don't have any in the trailer, so we're doing what we're doing. Alright, you can stop Instagram video. Okay, we are on round 2 now. That. All right, now we are on number 3. We're going to do a little bit more. Can you go walk in the trailer and grab me a Phillips screwdriver real quick? Just a my smaller one. Okay, now we're done here. We're going to rip the tape straight. Make sure it's all laid in pretty flat into the drop center there of the rim. We're just going to go through, put a little bit of pressure. This will seat itself. We're just going to put a little bit of pressure here. Oh, the sun might be in the camera. Let me move that for a second. Okay. Let me readjust the camera so the sun's not in your eyes. Okay. Thank you. Now you can go back and start your Instagram video. Okay, so now we got our rim tape wrapped all the way around. We're going to find our one hole because we're only putting one rim lock. So we're right across from each other here. We have a hole and hole. I'm going to pick this one here. And what we're going to do is poke through the tape. When I find it, there we go. And just wallow that out a little bit, just like that. And make sure our rim lock fits in it good. Just like that. So our rim lock's in. We're going to put our washer and nut on, but not tight. And now we're going to start to mounting. You can turn that video off. So with your lube, with your bibs, there is, you want to get all the lube in here that you can. So I'm going to put the whole tube for this front because I want it to last. I don't want to worry about re-lubing. Or, actually I'm going to put half a tube because I might be changing this tire soon. We'll put half a tube. So there's two different styles of doing this. You could mount the tire one side on, like so. Get one bead on and then slip the bib in. Lube it, then slip the bib in, then put the top on. We're going to do the more traditional of mounting the bib into the tire and then tire onto the rim. So we're going to show you that style today. So we are going to put half a tube of lube in here. You can start the Instagram video. Okay, so we are lubing, put our Nitro Mousse lube in our tire. We're going to put a little bit right here, like that. You don't have to worry about moving it around and putting it all over because the bib will distribute the lube evenly. So I put a little bit of lube in and then I put the bib on top of it like that. And then I just slowly work all the way around the tire doing that. Put a squirt of lube there. Okay, like that. Put a little bit more there. That. That. Alright, and then we're going to do one more spot right here. Okay. That's about half-ish, maybe a little over half a tube. Which is fine because we're going to be changing this soon enough. Okay, so now we got our lube in there. We're going to get our bib, our mousse. It's fighting me now. I'm getting all packed in there. Okay, you can turn that video off. We're going to do it just like that. So now we have our bib in our mousse. And now we're going to take a little bit of lube and I'm going to put it on the bead real quick just for a little bit of, just make it slide on. I'll just smear it out my hand. I just use a little drop and it helps out quite a bit. Just to, every once in a while, just rub a little bit in. Helps the rubber not be so dry, especially on used tires. Just like that. You could use soapy water for this, but the problem is that can cause a little bit of drying out if water gets in there with the lube and bib. So I have enough of this Nitro Mousse gel that I just put a little bit around it like this, a little bit on the bib, and just work my way around like so. Okay, now we're a little bit lubed up. I think we're going to go on a little bit easier. We'll see how much I fight this bib. Some days are easy and other days I'm just off. Okay. Let's see, direction. I don't think this is direction of the tire, but we'll check. Okay, rear is going to be rotating this direction on the bike. And looks like it was mounted this direction like this before. Yes, alright. We need to start the Instagram video again. Alright, so I like to start like this with the bib here. Rim lock right to me. So I'm going to put the rim lock right here in front of me. We're going to hook the rim lock into the tire but not the bib. So what you're going to do is you're going to come here, get it set, you'll seal it, you'll feel it, and you're going to get it in there like so. Then you're going to take an iron. I'm going to work this side first. So we're just going to put a little bit of pressure and just slowly try to work just the tire over, not the bib in. Your rear bibs will be a little easier because there's more tire and more bib there to flex around. So it makes it just a smidge easier to put in. Alright, I would like the bib to come back out here. I can make it just like that maybe. No, not all. This is normally the hardest part for me, is getting this right here. Getting our third hand in here. I see you smiling on the Instagram camera. You can turn the Instagram one off for a second. Not too big of a bite. Go. You can leave it. I probably won't need that one. So I want to take little baby bites. A little more. Come on. Okay, now you want to be gentle with this last little bit. You do not want to overstretch any part of the bead, because then you threaten breaking it. So we're going to go gentle, just like that. You hear it pop. Now, you can start the other camera. Alright, so now you see we have the bottom bead on, just like that. We have it on all the way around. So now, we're going to push the bib flush. So you're going to come around and you're just going to try to work it in to the rim. And you can use a tire iron as well, just to press it in like so. You're not trying to get it on right now. The other side, you're just trying to get the bib down. Like so. Just like that. Okay. You can turn that one off. So now that we have the bib down, we can check our other side to make sure everything looks okay. Everything looks normal. Everything looks good. Okay. Now you can start the other video again. So now we can put the final side of the tire on, and now we are going to start. I like to start right on the edge of the rim lock here. Make sure the rim lock is going to be engaged. So we're going to go left side, right side of it. I'm going to push it in ourselves by hand. And then we're going to jump quite a ways away. Maybe not that far with this stand. Just like that. Just so we get pressure on that rim lock. And now we can pull this bottom one out, middle one. And we're going to go a little bit farther over. And we can install our Bead Buddy tool if you have one. If you don't have one, you don't have to have one. So this is where I install it at, just like that. And then we're going to keep going around. You can stop the Instagram video. Okay. So now we have the Bead Buddy, our rim lock right here, and we're going to work around this direction back toward the Bead Buddy. We're going to take small, gentle bites because we do not want to overwork the bead and overstretch it. We're just doing small bites all the way around, just like so. And when it starts getting tight feeling, what you're going to do is work the opposite side of the bead. So we'll do, that's enough. You're going to work this side of the bead down into the drop center of the rim to get pressure off this side of the tire. So you're going to go here and you're going to just work it down. I got a little bit right here. Work it down. You can stick an iron in there, but I'm going to do it without doing that. I'm just going to hold my hand here. We're going to try to. I'm just going to work it like that. One little bite at a time. Both those irons in my hand. Just like that. Now we're going to work this bead down again, give us some more space, more bead, more tire to work with. Oh, are you running the Instagram road right now? Okay. Start it real quick. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're getting this opposite side of the bead into the drop center of the rim to give us pressure release on this side, so you can see what we're doing here. So we got a little bit of space there now. So now it's going to give us a little less pressure. Pour out the iron, go a little bit closer, and there we go. It's a lot easier on a sturdy table style stand, but I don't have mine right now. I'm just doing my portable style. So you want to keep making sure you get as much of this bead under as you can all the way around, just like that. And then you're going to keep continuing toward the end. Little tiny bites. You don't want to take too much. Oh yeah, we got some Nitro Mousse gel. And then right at the end, you're going to keep pushing it. All right, you can turn that camera off. We have one more little piece here, so what I'm going to do is take our Bead Buddy out real quick, just like this. And then you'll hear it pop in, just like that. All right, you can turn the Instagram one on now. Okay, so now we got the bead all the way in, all the way around. We have our Bead Buddy out. Now we're gonna check, make sure everything looks lined up good. Okay, we're seated all the way around on this side. And we are seated everywhere but over here. So with bibs, when you have a seating issue like this, which is almost always normal, you can take this extra hole right here that we did not put our valve stem in, and you can put an empty valve stem or just leave the hole open, fill the tire full of air, and it will expand, pop that bead on, and you'll be fine. I don't have an air compressor, so we're going to leave it. It will catch on and catch the bead when you're riding, so we're just going to do that. So we're going to leave it like this. Now we're going to tighten our rim lock. You can turn the Instagram one off. Okay, get that rim lock nice and tight. And now we're going to wipe this off. We are going to put our Nitro Mousse stickers on. We want to show everybody that we run bibs. We're going to take this sticker, we're going to put it crooked is what we're going to do. We're going to put it crooked. Jeepers. Okay, we're going to put our stickers on just like that, one on each side. I will spare you guys the time and not watch me do that again. So there we have it. We have our bib all mounted up. Bead will set on its own, rim lock is tight, and now we're going to put it back in the bike. So, there you guys go. That's how you put a bib in. It's not that hard, you just got to be patient. Make sure not to break the bead. So, thanks for watching again. We're going to get this back on the bike, and we will be doing a video soon about rear installs, and we'll talk about rim locks and different rim locks and all that. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. See you out on the trails.